Hi guys, this is Robert Rivera with Trend Training Academy, and this is weekly recap. I think number 56. I don't even remember anymore. I'm sure I'll write it the right way on the community. And we had a pretty good week. That I'm gonna make this really short. I got a lot going on, as you know, got moving stuff and got people coming and picking up stuff and stuff like that. So, this is the first trade of the week. We had a couple of situations this week where GBP Canada. I didn't like the way that GBP USD had lined up, so I didn't send it out. And then I sent out instead GBP Canada, and GBP Canada, like it likes to consolidate so much, did not break out. So that's one that didn't break out. And then I sent out another gold. There was a nice little wedge, and it played out within the zone well that you could have made some money, but it also didn't break out. So in the end, I ended up with only 3 setups this week that, oh, and there was another one that was a no trade day because of news. And then I ended up with only 3 trades for the week. But let's go into it. So this is GBP USD to start the week. This was on the 30-minute. Okay, because it is kind of steep. I'm noticing how steep this is, and it's on the 30-minute. So it is kind of steep, but it is accurate. It's good to go. Price is stuck within the zone, right? We like it the way it is. We see rejection over here, rejection there. So the bottom zone is good. Top zone, rejection, rejection, rejection. So we're good to go. Let's see what happened. This is a reaction. It broke down below the trend line, retested the trend line, and kept going. It didn't stop until it gave you 86 pips, which is kind of nice, and 3-pip drawdown if you happen to have entered here and got stuck with this little bit of drawdown here, which is nothing. Okay, so that was a nice, easy sell on that day, the first trade of the week. Next day, I had gold on a nice trend line going up, bounce once, twice, 3 times. Didn't quite make it here. So it's kind of making a push to the upside now. Let's see what we ended up with because I don't remember. Oh, look at that. It just kept going up, right? So this, it didn't come down to the trend line. Instead, it just put case stay up, higher high. I mean, higher low. The highs were the same, but higher low, push, break, and then stop until it gave you 156 pips. Not too bad either. Let's see. The next one is also gold. Is that it on the 16th? Yeah, also gold. Another same wedge with price now starting to come down a little bit, right? This is the big jump that it did the other day, and now it's stuck up here. This is a nice consolidation. I really like this setup quite a bit. With the 50 moving average coming through, that also could have provided an early entry if it broke down below. Let's see what we ended up with. It broke down below, and it never came back. On the 15-minute, once it broke out of the 50 moving average and never came back, gave 66 pips. I did not count all these pips. Let's do this here on the fly. That's 18, carry the 1, that's 14, that's 20, carry 2, 308 pips. 308 pips in 3 setups. That average over 100 pips per setup on those 3. We had 3-pip drawdown. One was a break of the trend line. One did not retest at all, and the other one retested. That was it. I wanted to mention to the brand new people that what we want you to focus on is on the break and retest, right? Because you're brand new. So this week, some of these setups may have not provided. I mean, it gave out pips, but it may have not provided you an opportunity for entry if you're brand new. I don't want you to be taking risks on trades that you're not familiar with and on strategies that you're not familiar with. Okay. Learn the breakout and the retest first. And then after that, start adding other things. Like once you get good with the breakout and retest, then you can start looking at the fake out. The fake out is a great one to learn also because it also moves within the zones and it gives you an opportunity, especially as a retest trader, to catch it because you're not eager to catch the breakout. You're waiting for the retest. And when the retest fails and comes back inside of the zone, you can take that to the opposite end as a sell in this case, right? If it breaks to the top, it comes back to the bottom. All right. So that wasn't too bad a week. Let's go look at the projections for next week. Let's see, where are they? Right here. Let's go ahead and open this right here. And let's start with GBP Canada, which is what we always do. GBP Canada has been consolidating forever. And what it does on the big screen, it does also on the little screen, right? So now it's consolidating in here. It's consolidating in here. Like you can get rid of this whole thing and just consolidate. Just look at this area right here, and it's consolidating in here, but it's pushing up. Okay, it's been bullish for a while, right? Once it broke above the trend line, it has stayed on the trend line. Then it broke down below for just a minute, came back above and broke the 50. I think I mentioned last week that it was bullish. It had broken over the 50. It retested the 50, and now it rejected at this zone here. In order for this to be bullish, it has to break through this. Okay, it's going to have probably going to consolidate a little longer here. Okay, before it breaks, if it breaks, when it breaks. Right now I'm looking at this. Okay, well, I see this other minor zone here, which is kind of messy there in the middle. But if you break it down to the 4 hour, you can see it a lot cleaner. Bounces there, bounces there, bounces there. It's above it. Okay, this is the area of consolidation in here. Okay, so I'm anticipating that with this rejection, it may come down a little bit. It's going to test it again. If it rejects again, then it's going to come down to the zone down here. Okay, that's what we're looking at for GBP Canada. Let's go to GBP NCD. GBP NCD, as we have noticed, had climbed back into the channel a while back and has stayed above it. It's making a push further up, push further up. It keeps rejecting at this zone right here. That's a triple top, right? Rejection, rejection, rejection. So now it dropped. You know, how many times does it have to reject from there for us to know, okay, it doesn't want to go up above that. All right. So now it's below this zone here. I'm thinking, okay, it's going to do something like this. It's going to do something like, oh, I should use this. I should use this right here. It's probably going to do something like this. Boom. Okay. That's what it's looking at like right now. At the very least, it'll come here. Okay. Which is this zone right here. And then it'll decide what to do. Okay. It basically tried to stay above this zone up here, but it couldn't. So now it's coming down below. It's probably going to come back to this over here. Right around there, something like that. All right. And mess around here again. So it's coming down. I anticipate GBP NCD will continue on its downward movement until it bounces from there. All right. So Stochastic RSI kind of confirms that. All right. Let's go to gold. Gold is looking nice. Gold's providing nice opportunity. Look at this, guys. Okay, this is the weekly, right? Look at this. Look what it did. Okay, I have pointed this out either earlier in the week or last week during the weekly recap, how it created this Elliott wave going up, nice moving going up. And by the way, this is on the lower time frame. This is on the 4 hour, I think, or the daily, that you can see this clearly here, because this is kind of like not so clearly going up now on the daily. On the 4 hour, let's go to the 4 hour. Let me see, 4 hour or the daily. The daily, is it? That makes it a little cleaner. Let's see. Yep, the daily makes it cleaner. Boom, 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 boom. So what did we expect after boom, right? Correction. Correction. Could that correction come here? Perhaps a correction could have been here, and then here, and then here, right? The correction could have been like that. But on the weekly, guys, look at this monstrosity. Look at this baby, okay? Look at, oops. Let me see how to do this. Let me eliminate this completely. Let me remove this ABC. On the daily, what we see is more like this. Boom, boom. What's going to happen from here? What's going to happen from there, people? It bounced from a golden zone. What is going to happen? Well, I think we're going to see that double top. I mean, the head and shoulders on the gold is going to come over here. It's going to start dropping. That's my anticipation. I mean, it looks so clean. Everything is moving exactly as it should. When it got up here and it started moving down, if you look at the lower time frame again, this was supposed to come down on that ABC pattern. Well, it did, right? And this was supposed to come down on the ABC pattern on the daily, and it did. So what is likely to happen on the bigger pattern? I think we will see it, okay? And then finally, let's go to GBP USD. And this is what I see on GBP USD. This is also the weekly. Look at this, guys. Okay, what do we see here? This is also the weekly. What do we see here? What do we see here? What do we see here? We've seen this before, right? And we're studying it this week. So this is perfect for us. Look at that. Boom. We have the Elliott there. That's not complete Elliott, by the way. This is the Elliott, okay? Remember, guys, that the Elliott has the correction pattern in it. All right, so it's not like it's just 1 through 5. waves. That's not it. It's 1 through 5 waves with the corrections, A, B, C. All right. So this is what we can anticipate. So I'm thinking, and think about it, guys. So according to this, then GBP USD should start going back up. Look at the stochastic RSI at the bottom. Okay, it's supposed to start going back up, and the stochastic RSI is confirming it. This is support here. So it may dip a little bit, right? To begin the week, it may dip to get liquidity here at support, double bottom, and shoot up. Look for that double bottom and shoot up, or look for it to start moving up from here. All right. The bottom line is this. I kind of anticipate, right? How many weeks does this take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to take about 8 weeks to get up here to B. That might be a swing position, guys. That may be a swing position going up. If we see GBP USD breaking the highs and the lower time frames, I mean, it's gonna have to climb above this little resistance here. Let me open that a little better. I mean, and I don't know when it will do that, right? I don't know when it will break above this resistance here. But once it breaks through there, we know where B is. Okay, this is the whole point of the Elliott, is to be able to anticipate kind of where it's going. So once it starts breaking highs, again, once it starts breaking highs, I may hold that. I think I will put a small position and write it. I'm going to write that to B, and that should be close to, well, depends on where it starts breaking to the upside. That should be close to almost 300 pips. We shall give that a test. And again, as a bonus feature, I have a little video vignette to share with you. So I will wrap up this video with this small little Miami happening that I think you guys will enjoy. Again, this is Robert Rivera signing off, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend. Looking forward to working with you again this coming week. It's going to be fantastic. God bless you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, me and my son, what up, say what up? Yo. Out here in Miami with none other than Robert Rivera.
What's up?
Yes, sir. Hey, TTA, we in the building, having a good time. And look what we doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I'm loving life, and I'm happy to have you in town. This is my town. I'm glad you're here to enjoy this beautiful food with us.
Hey, I'm in Robert neck of the woods, man. Great person to be around. And if you in the Miami area, book him for a one-on-one.
That's right.
Let's go. Eat some sushi and trade and talk about Forex, man.
That's right.
It's the best thing in the world.
That's right.
Peace. Good?